everyone, it's Jeannie again, and I am back with my February installment of my 12 by 12 paper pad project. And if you haven't seen any of these videos before, I'm doing a series on trying to use up my, or use more, I guess, of my 12 by 12 paper pads. So here are the guidelines. You can certainly freeze frame that and see, but I would love to have anybody join in if you decide to join in and do the paper pad project with me. Please send me a private message on YouTube or tag a video or whatever, and let me know, leave me a comment and let me know that you're participating, because I'd love to see what you're doing. So anyway, there's the guidelines. For February, I opted to use this Hello Darlin stack from DCWV, and I like to show what I have left. And I used actually several sheets. I didn't count it up this time, but I did use several sheets of it, and I did go through, you guys, and I fussy cut a sheet of this out, and like I said, used several sheets. I'll have to count it up and see how many that I used, but I have some scraps here at the front of the pad. But anyway, let me show you what I made. Oh, I'm throwing them on the floor. So the first thing, and actually one of the things that I made I don't have, because I used it in the Valentine that I sent my daughter. So if you look at my Valentine video, the mermaid card that I made, I also used this paper stack as the background. But the first thing, this is actually the last thing I made, but I went ahead and made a card. I hadn't used this green paper yet, and it's some of my favorite from the pack, and so I thought I need to make something with the green floral paper. So I made this little card, and I think I'm probably going to send this to make this a Mother's Day card, although I have not filled, I haven't done the inside yet, because I'm not quite sure, since we got a little time before Mother's Day. But I wanted to show you guys, I used this this little die that many of us got from Tuesday Morning, and mine happens to be sage, but I know some people were finding ones that were basil. But anyway, it's a really cute little die. Cuts out the stems, the little flowers, and then the pot. And so I went ahead and just put that together. I did ink the pot a little bit. It also has this little pick that goes in there, and I used these little words. If you got this stamp set at Tuesday Morning, a lot of these little words fit perfectly on there. So if you got both of these dies and the stamps, then that is those work really well together. But anyway, just to use my Lawn Fawn dies to cut out with the stitch rectangles, 2 of the pattern papers, put the little pot with the little flowers together, stamped the hello. I did felt like it needed a shelf, so I put a little I used my scallop punch to just on some pink cardstock, the same that I used on the flowers, and then I used some little teeny tiny pearls, halfback pearls there. And again, I haven't finished the inside yet, but I think this is gonna end up being the Mother's Day card for my mom. She's a big gardener. So anyway, I thought that turned out really pretty, and so I was happy with that. And then I did a couple of 12 by 12 layouts, and I'm so happy with how both of them turned out. So this one was actually the second one that I did, and this is a picture of my siblings. They were visiting me, oh my gosh, it was a year ago February, or a year ago January, and I realized I didn't have the date on here yet, so I'll probably go back and stamp the date on here somewhere. And you guys notice I hardly ever have journaling on my layouts, because I don't like my handwriting, and I'm never as happy with them. So I do a lot of journaling on the back of my layouts, just so I have the story there. But basically I used the 12 by 12 paper pad, wood grain paper, and then used this pink to outline. And you guys, both of these layouts are heavily inspired by Missy Wooden and the way she does her mixed media backgrounds. And so and this paper, I did use white gesso on here, and I also used the gelatos that I showed in a recent haul. Let me show you that a little bit closer, and I can show you this cluster, but see if you can get the color on there. Hopefully that's focusing. But so I did that, and while this is cardstock paper, you guys, it's very, it's not real heavyweight paper, so it did warp a little bit, so I ended up having to back both layouts, which, you know, had me using the more of the pattern paper, so that was good. But for this little cluster, this is where I fussy cut these flowers out of the paper. This was also fussy cut from that icon sheet on the paper. These little stickers are from Tim Holtz. I've got some little heart washi tape, or no, it's vellum from a DCWV, that's 6x6 vellum stack that they have, and then I used some wood veneer because I liked the wood veneer with the wood grain paper. I also used some gold photo corners, and then I used some of the Maggie Holmes open book floral gold leaves there, and some of these florals are hers too. And then if you come to the main cluster, this was a thicker that says love, and so this one's titled Love Times 4. And when my my brother and sisters were here, we went shopping, and we all got these silver rings, and we always wear them on each other's birthday, the date of their birthday every month. So anyway, but I used one of my new doilies in the background, and then this paper I just stacked up. I wanted it to kind of look like a random stack, so so I've got a layer of vellum, 2 layers of the pattern paper, and I love this black floral paper too, so I wanted to incorporate that. And then I actually embossed that. That's just an X from a chipboard letter pack, because I didn't have any that were the right size, that were the right color, so I just heat embossed that. It was originally like a dark brown. And then that is also from the same thicker pack as that. And then again, these are fussy cut, or no, these are fussy cut from the paper. These are some Tim Holtz of those phrase stickers that say this is what family looks like, and then this is another Maggie Holmes, and then the gold leaves that you see are the Maggie Holmes from that open book floral die cut pack. So, and I showed that in a haul a while back. I got it in Indiana around Thanksgiving time. So that is my first layout that I did. I was real happy with how it came out. And then this is the, actually that was the second one. This was the first one that I did. And again, I used 2 of the papers. I used this pink and really pretty pink and gold stripe to back the paper. And again, I used, heavily inspired by Missy Wooden. I used white gesso to kind of tone down the typed text background, and I love this background paper. And this is, of course, an ode to my We Are Memory Keepers pink typewriter that I got for Christmas. And so this doily is from Michaels, and it's one from the Color Splash collection. And then I used some gold glitter paper and punched that tab with one of my Jenny Bolin punches. Again, I have some of that heart vellum on there, and then just stacked up layers. I also used one of my border punches here to look like the torn notebook paper. I did a la Missy Wooden, I did use some tissue paper behind my photo, and I also used some tangled thread. She does that a lot. Again, I used the gelatos. I really like those, you guys. They're very forgiving. You can almost like just wipe them off if you make a mistake. So I have, did that. Got some gold color shine on there. This was fussy cut from the paper, and then I stamped This Happened and the date on there. And then this little cluster up here, again, cut aparts from the paper is what most of those are. I did fussy cut out this little pink typewriter and made the banners there, so that's all pretty self-explanatory. So, but I was really, really happy with how all of my projects came out with this paper pack. And in fact, you guys, I have a whole bunch of the things that I fussy cut out still sitting in a little tray on my desk, and so I'm probably going to go ahead. I want to try some DIY kind of layered ephemera, and I wanted to have that done before I made this video, but I really had a hard time. That's been a little bit challenging for me. So I think I overthink it, but anyway, so I'm probably going to make some more ephemera pieces. And you guys, I've decided I'm keeping this pad for a while because I'm still not sick of this paper, even though I've been using it all month. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it for a little while. The other thing I wanted to show you guys is I had showed this This other die from Tuesday morning was $2.99, and in the hopes of making my own doilies, and I finally got around to cutting some of them out, and you guys, they are so cute. So I thought I would just show you those too. If you got that die, now I want some other doily dies, but I thought they were really cute. I haven't used them on anything yet, but I have them with my whole little tray of ephemera from this paper packet, so I'll probably use them on that. So anyway, you guys, so that is my February installment of the 12 by 12 paper pad project. Again, I would love to have you join me, so if you are interested or you do play along, please let me know. Otherwise, I hope you're having a great day. Bye.